MotorcycleDen, and we are down in Kentucky again today. And this is Route 22. It's beautiful country down here. I mean, rolling hills, and it's just, Kentucky's beautiful. And if you couldn't guess, I feel that way because we're down here a lot. Last week we rode in Ohio, and they had so much road construction, basically over half our route we had to change. I thought, I'm not going through that again. So, Kentucky it is.
Could have chosen Indiana.
We could have. Yeah, we definitely could have.
Not really. You wouldn't have chosen Indiana.
But, well, I like Indiana. But the very southern part of the state's nice, but the rest of it doesn't have very good. It's just not that neat for motorcycles. I do want to go back, you know, and ride maybe a little later this year, but I don't know. I like Kentucky. It's pretty. Mrs. Den likes Indiana, I think, because it's got like more wide open farmland kind of feel.
Well, some of it's like right along the river, and
yeah, it's pretty.
my home state.
Oh, that's true. No wonder you always want to ride in Indiana.
And you never want to go.
Yeah, I mean, we go some.
No, we don't.
We go.
We go more in a car over there than we do a bike.
We go a couple times a year to Indiana, don't we? Usually.
Yeah, but how? Shoot. Can you imagine how many times we go to Kentucky?
No, a few. Few times.
Dozen?
Few dozen. Maybe. You know, that brings me to a point. How often do you ride? I mean, I don't usually ride to work. Every once in a while. And I've talked about in other videos, just, you know, the traffic's pretty bad, so and there is some back ways I can go, but I don't know. It's more of a hassle than enjoyment. I mean, I do like the ride home, but it's still, you know, everybody's in a hurry to get home. They're not paying attention. And you hear about a lot of motorcycle accidents during rush hour traffic in our area. Or I don't know if people are just not watching or what. So, but how often do you ride? You ride to work, or do you ride just on the weekends? I mean, we do most of our riding on the weekends. You know, somebody made a comment that I'm not a hardcore motorcyclist, you know, because I'm not riding to work every day. And I said, well, that's okay, because I'll make up for all the miles I missed out during the week on the weekend.
Yeah, but the thing of it is, too, when all you're doing is commuting, and you're going from point A to point B to A.
Right. That's not...
You know what I mean? That's really not. You're riding the same thing every single day.
Yeah, that's not that enjoyable to me. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm not hardcore. I ride the motorcycle for the feel of it that I get from it, and you know, the scenery. I mean,
your waypoint on the right is 300 yards.
I love looking at scenery, and motorcycle is the best way to do that. It's just a good way to do it, you know. You get the feel of the motorcycle.
2 miles.
And you know, I mean, you're out in the middle of everything, you know. It's like you're almost part of it, you know. It's completely different than a car.
I wonder if people who commute back and forth to work, though, don't have the time to ride it on the weekend. That's why they do that.
Well, that might be. That might be.
You know what I mean? It's the only time they have to ride.
Well, why is that? Why is that the only time they have to ride? Well, everyone makes choices in their life. You have choices, you know. I mean, I've seen some of the poorest people that have a brand new cell phone and smoke cigarettes and drink a lot of beer, you know, and they're all, you know, and they're like, ah, man, I can't afford nothing, you know, I can't. Well, everyone has a choice on what they spend their money on. I don't spend my money on cigarettes or smoking. Or, I mean, yeah, cigarettes or beer. That's the same thing, yeah. But, you know, I mean, so you have a choice on what you spend your time doing, too. I mean, unless you're working 7 days a week, the time's there. And I'm not saying you should or shouldn't. I'm just saying the time's there. So you have a choice on what you're going to spend your time on.
Well, you also have responsibilities you got to take care
Oh, no,
of, too.
absolutely. And you know, I mean, there's family things going on, and kids are in sports, and, oh, absolutely. Man, that is some green water. Bluish. I agree. I mean, yeah, and I understand it. Like you said, that might be the only time they can ride. But, you know, I'm just throwing it out there. You make the choice to take care of your responsibilities, your family, or whatever that may be, which is good. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying, but everyone has a choice on what they do when they do it.
Well, instead of mowing the grass Saturday, you mow the grass Tuesday night. Or
Right. I mean, yeah, I mean, I try to do any of that kind of stuff during the week. Or, you know, if I don't, I just don't do it. It's kind of like go riding or work on the house. Well, I'm going riding. That's easy.
Not even a choice, huh?
What's that?
Not even a choice.
Not for me, it's not.